You got the collab, now what? This is my collab university. And I'm giving you all the key points on what to do once you get your collab. If you wanted to know how to get the collab in the first place, I would go to this video, then come back here when you get the collab. I have all my key talking points on this tablet, and I'm gonna be telling you everything that you need to know once you get your collab. Welcome to Content 101. First is emails and DMs. You should be checking your emails and your DMs daily if you're trying to create content. How are you supposed to get the collabs if you're not checking your messages? When you finally receive your emails and DMs, I would learn to say no so that you don't end up with products you don't even want or know how to review. Like this flame torch for starters. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it, but did I click the review and say yes to it? Yes, I did. The next thing about your emails, I would read over your terms and conditions. ChatGPT helps negotiate based on your analytics, following, and engagement. I personally use ChatGPT to read over and negotiate any brand deals that I'm getting into. Finally, with the emails and DMs, I would shoot your shot sometimes. You miss 90% of the shots that you don't take. Next thing on my list is ideas. I would use your notes app to jot down any ideas that you have. I conjure up my best ideas in the middle of the night, so I jot down any video or concept collabs that I usually have in my notes app so that I could use it and execute it exactly how I'm doing right now. Next thing is a Pinterest board. I explained this in my last video about a mood board and how you want the concepts to look going from hair to how you even want it filmed. Pinterest is a content creator's best friend, I would say. Any ideas that you're probably thinking of and you type it in Pinterest, something will show up so that you could get inspiration for it. So I would definitely use Pinterest if you're doing any brand collabs. Last thing on ideas is to research your product. I personally go on TikTok so I could gain inspiration on how to film the product or what to use it for. Behind me, I have all my contact collabs, and my best performing content is this slide the lens content that I do. And I got that from a creator reviewing a contact lens and showing how her eye is completely different from the contact. Since that concept video went viral, it helped me gain all these other contact collabs that you see behind me. Next thing is equipment. My tripod broke, and it was the one that I was using in my last video, but that's because I was manhandling it. So I would be very careful with any equipment that you're using, especially because it's like what you're gonna be using.
Hello.
But right now I'm filming with 2 studio lights in front of me so that I have better lighting for the video. I would get a ring light, a tripod, Meta glasses if you want to do that form of content. I've seen that content go viral of somebody just wearing the Meta glasses and showing their first person point of view of what they're seeing. Meta glasses is a great equipment if you want to do faceless content. Another thing I would get is a magnetic phone mount. Not the Octo Buddy, because it just is not the best reliable quality thing to film on. This phone mount suctions to any flat surface, and it helps so much. An actual camera and a vlogging camera. My personal dream camera is the Extra Muse that's on TikTok, because I've seen so many of my favorite YouTube creators using it and their content comes out crispy, perfect, clean. I love it. Like, I love the quality of the Extra Muse. I'm already deep in my content bag, but when I get to the bottom of it, Extra Muse, I'm coming for you. Next thing is filming concepts and camera quality. This could also tie back to Pinterest because it has so many forms of shots that you could take, from B-roll to non-talking to just location content where you're filming the place like this. I personally would recommend to have a filming plan on every shot that you want to take. If you want to take a shot from behind you, I would jot that down. If you want to take a shot of the product up close, like, all that should be done before you start filming. It shouldn't come to your mind like as you're filming, because you would just have a bunch of content that's all over the place that you would need to piece together like a Frankenstein. Another thing is camera quality. I'm gonna put my camera settings up here so that you can see how I have the most crispiest content on my page. I would definitely recommend only filming on your back camera in cinematic mode. That's also what I use, and that comes out so great. Another thing about filming is that you're gonna have to repeat yourself over and over and over. This another thing ChatGPT helps with. Fucking shit. I need to talk the fucking shit. Fuck. You're gonna sound like AI, but it's worth it once it's edited, because you're not gonna include all the stuttering or the repeating yourself or trying to think of the word to say. Another thing you're gonna have to do when filming content is redoing shots. You're probably gonna look over the content and be like, wow, this hair was out of place, or this wasn't in the right place while it was being filmed. It is completely okay to redo it. Don't get frustrated. just think about how good it's gonna look once it's done. I always find it worth it when I'm redoing shots and repeating myself. If you find the joy in what you're doing, you can make it a living. It's better than waking up at 8 a.m. like I was doing when I had to work and exchanging my time for the money. Now I just take some time out of my night. Mind you, I'm filming this at 12 a.m. so that I could build a career in this. I want this to be a job. Like, I want this for life. Like, I'm doing this to do this.
I want something that says I'm here. Beyonce.
Next thing is editing. I put a star next to it because it's my favorite thing to do. My favorite part about creating content is editing, because I could add as much stuff as I want. Like, I could add literal noise pollution, sound garbage. Like, what I use for editing is CapCut. CapCut helps to edit clips and gets the full video edited in general. I'll be using CapCut to edit this entire video, include the stickers, the sound effects, and for the clips that I'm gonna put on YouTube and probably on Instagram. I don't know, Instagram's kind of Hollywood. I feel like Instagram is just so, you know, it's just like, if you want a specific image that comes to your mind in your video, I would use PixArt to like piece together like a concept that you want. Another thing is Canva. I use Canva for my portfolio and also for my thumbnails. The thumbnail that you've seen to click on this video, I used Canva for it. I just love the whole editing concept of everything that I do. Editing and putting everything together once I'm doing a collab is just chef's kiss. I feel like Ratatouille. If you're editing in-app on Instagram or TikTok, I would say the best things to use for those apps is probably the slow-mo or the text. This is a pro editing tip. For TikTok, if you ever notice that the videos are like over the home screen button or like over the camera button, all my videos are like that on purpose because I edit on CapCut first and then I post it to TikTok. If you edit in TikTok in any way, like zoom in or like you're trying to do little intricate editing on TikTok and then you try and post it, it's gonna probably have like a black bar at the top. I had to make sure that your video is on 19:6 so that it just fills up the whole screen of your phone. I love the professional look of the 19:6. Posting. When you post and you have a commission code, make sure that is the first thing visible. 9 times out of 10, your first collab is going to be commission based. So I would make sure that your commission code or discount code that they give to you should be visible on any video that you post. All my contact videos were commissions based at first, so I made sure to use code blase blase at the beginning of my videos so that they knew what to use when they find out how to get to the website. All my websites are also in my bio of my link tree. I also explained the link tree in my last video if you want to check that out. They need to use that code so that you can make your money. All these contacts I have a discount code for so that people can use and I basically get a commission off of it. Next thing is clips and stories. Once your video is filmed, you want to take the funniest part or like the most eye-catching hook of your video, create it into a clip with CapCut, or you could just edit it in app and make it even shorter. So when people watch that clip, they're like, I actually want to watch this video now. Clip your videos. Make sure that you have a little silly, funny, goofy,
just in a silly, goofy mood,
part of your video and clip it into a short piece so that you can post it on any of your stories. Actually, all of your stories. Post it on your TikTok story, post it on your Instagram story, and then link the video to that story. So on Instagram, you could usually post your clip and then put a link on it. And I would make it super big so that when they watch that piece of your video, they could just go straight to the full video. Besides posting on your stories, I would post absolutely everywhere. Post on your Instagram, post on your TikTok, post on your YouTube. If you're filming like a 19-minute long video, I would put that on YouTube. Do not put it on Instagram or TikTok. If you're doing a content video for a brand and it's just probably like a minute or two, I would put that on Instagram and TikTok, but put it on your YouTube Reels. Make sure it drives the viewer to your YouTube video. Okay, drafts. Have as many drafts as possible. Drafts of your brand collabs or drafts of any collabs that you're doing in general. I would have multiple drafts so that you could post it whenever. You post it like a month later from the collab that you did. They're like,
they actually kept up with their word and they created more content with our product.
It builds a relationship with the brand and it makes them want to work with you again. That's another thing that I'm going to talk about. We're going to talk about momentum next. With your momentum, you're going to gain engagement and followers. So you're going to have to negotiate with brands on how much you're evolving in your content space. If you're reaching close to 10,000 followers, you cannot have the same commission deals. Since your following's going up and your engagement's going up, more people are viewing your stuff, you're bringing more value to the company. So I would negotiate deals once you're like getting into motion of everything that you're doing. Once my TikTok channel reached about like 6,000, I made flat rate deals with all my contact companies. Even though they were commissions based at first, we made flat rate deals. I had to negotiate with ChatGPT, and now I'm making money based off of how many videos I do instead of how much people buy. Next thing about momentum, I would build trust with your audience. I wouldn't review anything that I wouldn't buy myself. So mostly everything that I review or do collabs on, I would definitely get myself. Contacts is something I really wanted to do for years. And once I finally got my first collab with Dimple Color, a bunch of other companies started flooding in, and I was like, okay, wow, like this is something I would actually do. But once I got to the contacts, I noticed that my favorite form of contacts are these small pupil lenses that only a few companies offer. I usually don't say yes to every contact company that contacts me. No pun intended. If the brand isn't a company that has like a small pupil lens, I usually don't say yes to it. Because I'm trying to build a relationship with my audience to show I'm showing you stuff that I would buy myself and stuff that I actually enjoy reviewing. Build trust with your community and brands. So whenever they reach out again and they're like,
since our collab did so well last time, I think we should work together again.
I usually just say, if you have any lenses that are small pupiled, I would love to work again. But if you don't, I would rather not. Next thing about momentum is following up. After you filmed your content with the brands, it's all posted, you sent them a draft of what you're gonna post, I would follow up with them. Also, when you follow up with the brand, they're probably gonna ask for ad codes so that they could advertise it themselves so that you get more views from your page and from their page. This also builds a relationship with the brand because they're like, okay, they're reliable, they got the ad codes to us, they posted the drafts, they made sure that we reviewed the video before they posted it. So make sure you always follow up with the company after you have the videos recorded or posted. Also, follow up with your audience. Once you have the video posted, you may or may not have comments. If they're asking a question, make sure you answer that question. People don't read my descriptions majority of the time, and I have all the information you need in it. But since they commented, it also adds on to your engagement. So don't get frustrated about the comments. Don't just be like, look in the bio, look at my thing, look at my... Make sure you're responding to the comment promptly. Either way, I'm getting engagement on my video, so
I ain't doing no wrestling.
Communication is key when you're doing brand collabs. You don't want to ghost them. You don't want to leave them on red for days. You don't want to leave them on delivered for days. I usually have so much to record, so it does take me a while to respond back to brands that I've collabed with. But I always make sure to say, I apologize for the wait. Thank you for your patience. Make sure you don't make it all about you because they didn't give it to you for free for no reason. Like, they want to make sure that you could advertise their product and make more people want to buy it. Next thing is payment. This probably should have been the first to second thing about what you should do. But before anything, I would create a PayPal. Any orders that were being made through my discount code, I was receiving all payments through PayPal. They usually pay me my commissions at the beginning of the month, or they give me a set date when they're distributing payments for commissions. So don't just think every time that somebody orders with your discount code, you're finna like be able to dip into that account. It's gonna be a set schedule. It's not a bi-weekly paycheck, but it is an amount that you could probably sustain if you have the right negotiation or commission payment. But if you're doing a flat rate, you're probably gonna have to set a specific date or ask what's the specific day that you're gonna get paid with the flat rate payment. So I just get my flat rate and I get the commission. It's just like money. Another way I get paid is TikTok Shop Affiliate. I usually link products to my videos and I get paid off of how much somebody buys. The order has to go through completely to get to your earnings. So if the order is made through like a refundable sample, you're probably not going to get the money yet. But if somebody buys it and it's like specifically being sent to them without it being a sample, you get the money for it. Another thing about TikTok Shop earnings is that you could take it out at any time. If you're taking money out from your TikTok earnings, I would take it out the day before you need it. Because it's probably going to be like,
yeah, you're going to have to wait a day for it. But
it's not as long as waiting a commission payment for a brand. So I wouldn't complain too much about the TikTok Shop affiliate program. Finally, about payments, make sure you always screenshot your payments and save it somewhere. Keep count of how much you earn. Screenshots and receipts are your best friend when you need to explain how much you should be getting paid or if they try to lowball you at any point. Finally, repeat everything all over again. Next collabs are coming in because you made that content, you have it posted. Everything that I said is pretty legit based on my receipts. Once you get one collab, they usually snowball into a whole bunch. The last thing I would say is do not stop no matter what your external is showing you. Whatever you believe you could achieve, I believed it, so I achieved it, and you could too. Whatever you believe you could achieve. That's my collab university, and I'm out.